Hi there, we're back again. We're talking about enzymes. I'm Eric, I'm from New Zealand, and I'm not a bricklayer, I'm a naturopath. So thanks for watching my video. Now, what foods would you eat if you've got enzyme deficiency? Or what foods should you continue to eat, the foods that I eat, if you want to have a great enzyme capacity? Well, if you're not eating foods with enzymes, like really good, fresh, healthy, natural foods that have been minimally processed and partially cooked, your body has to increasingly rely on producing more and more enzymes to cover that deficit, right? If you don't make enough cash and have enough to pay for all your bills, so where's the money going to come from? Can't keep coming from Amex all the time. It's not going to happen, is it? Think about it. You've got to make more money, or you've got to spend less, all right? Meaning you've got to eat less crap and eat healthier food. Isn't it common sense? It's weird how many people haven't got common sense today. Who remembers watching the movie called Supersize Me? A guy called Morgan Spurlock. I'm just reading off page 284 out of my book. So Mr. Spurlock in 2004, he's an independent filmmaker. For a 30-day period, ate nothing but McDonald's for 30 days. I would really like you guys, if you haven't seen that video, go to YouTube and search for Morgan Spurlock. I think it was called the Happy Meal Project. And was it the Happy Meal? Yeah, something like that. Supersize Me was the name of the film. After 30 days, this guy got so sick, he started developing fatty liver, and his doctor urged him to go back onto a normal, healthy diet after 30 days of this crap. So think about this. Morgan ate crap for 30 days, and the doctor was alarmingly checked him out and said, man, you've got to get off this diet. Now, let's just say you're eating McDonald's once a week, all right? So look at the odds. If you keep eating that stuff, the doctor's not going to get happy. Your wife's not going to get happy, or your husband's not going to get happy. You're going to get sick because you're eating foods that have got no nutritional value. They're devalued. They're crap. Why do people even eat this shit? It's just beyond me why people still buy this stuff. The queues when I was in Los Angeles for McDonald's were like a mile long. And then you go to places where they sell salads and there's one skinny lady standing there. It's ridiculous. It should be the other way around, shouldn't it? So, my 14-year-old, my son was 14 at the time, and I made him watch that. And then I took him to YouTube, and I let him watch YouTube videos on how they process chickens with McDonald's. He got that sick, he never ever went to McDonald's since. It was almost like giving this kid a packet of cigarettes and getting him to smoke the whole lot, and then say, go out and smoke. He's never smoked since. Well, I didn't give him the cigarettes, but you get my point. Heat destroys enzymes. So when we heat a food up beyond 117 Fahrenheit or 48 centigrade, we wreck that food's ability to adequately utilize the enzymes in your gut. Last night, I had some visitors over from Australia. I had a beautiful rotisserie lamb, 6 hours on the nice grass-fed lamb. It was just superb. I made 4 salads up, 4 salads. Now, one salad was partially cooked. I love a salad I make up. I'm going to show you guys on a YouTube channel soon all the cooking stuff I do. It was a roasted aubergines with chickpeas, couscous. I used green beans, fresh garden, fresh green beans, and all I did was I just poured boiling water over them until they were limp, and then I put them in the food. I put cherry tomatoes from the garden in it. I put roasted pine nuts in there and garlic, salt and pepper, olive oil, lemon. That's a beautiful salad. The second salad, fresh cucumber, fresh tomatoes, Kalamata olives, goat's feta cheese. What else did I put in there? Olive oil again, lemon juice. Beautiful salad. So that's my Mediterranean, Greek style kind of salad. Then I got the aubergine salad. I made up a potato salad because I love potato salads. Now this was boiled potatoes, the red skin, really nice. My own homemade mayo, capers, olives, beautiful, nice salad, and a big handful of chopped chives in there. And the fourth salad was just a straight green salad. I had about 7 different types of leafy greens, completely unprocessed, picked, made into small pieces, lemon juice. I've got lots of lemons. And then again, just olive oil, a bit of sea salt, and that was a delicious salad. So we had a selection of all of these salads with the lamb. Now, all summer long, Tracy and I eat salads. We eat them like that. We eat the odd salad a few times a week that could be roasted or baked, like sweet potato. Pumpkin salad's a nice one. But then we usually have a couple of raw salads. I really would like you guys to eat more raw food. The raw foods contain enzymes. Enzymes allow you to digest better. You'll chew better. If you chew these foods better, you'll poo better too. All right? So eat raw foods. There's a good book I read a while ago called Enzyme Nutrition by Dr. Edward Howell. It's a good book if you want to have a look at it. So, and the other thing I would like to mention here is if you've got a yeast problem or a bacteria problem, if you're one of these people watching this who's had a stool test completed and you find Citrobacter or Pseudomonas or bacteria, if you find yeast and you want to overcome that, it's very important to have good enzyme levels. It'll allow you to break food down very effectively, in that way taking food supply away from these bacteria or yeasts. The people who have the most problem with SIBO and Candida are the people with the biggest enzyme problems, because they partially digest food and they don't really allow the gut to ferment those end residues. They allow other guys to come in there and get a free feed. A bit like how the homeless people like hopping around McDonald's in case someone throws a burger at them here and there. Right? So I'm just going to read some stuff out of my book here again. Those who eat refined or processed foods regularly will find that their digestion will begin to suffer, along with their energy and overall health and well-being. Those with a yeast infection will find it's most important to maintain excellent levels of enzymes in their GI tract, because Candida does not like a gut that has a high level of enzymatic activity. High enzymatic activity maintains a low pH or acid environment in your stomach in particular, which discourages bad bacteria and yeast from proliferating and getting a foothold in the small and large bowel. Remember in a previous video we talked about the headwaters? You need stunning headwaters, which will give you a fantastic flow-on effect. The stomach has to be in fantastic condition. It's the most important organ as you get older, is the stomach. It's also the one most affected by sympathetic overload and stress. Very much so. So I think that's about it for this video. What were we talking about again? Foods to eat. Remember, fresh foods, raw foods. You don't have to be an all raw kind of person. I can't live on all raw foods, but I do have a combination. And here's my personal experience, because I'm nearly 60, I've been eating food a long time. The hotter the weather, the rawer the food. The colder the weather, the more cooked the food. If I'm going to live in a climate, that's 30 or 40 below zero, I don't think I'll be sitting there with bananas and pineapples and a big bowl of sprouts and lettuce leaves to eat. I think I'd probably rather have something that's cooked, or casseroles, or vegetables, that have been cooked down like that, slow cooking. And again, I like the Chinese philosophy. When it's cold in winter, you eat stuff that grows below the ground, the root stuff. And when it's hot in summer, you eat stuff that grows above the ground. So think about it. It makes a lot of sense to have watermelon on a really hot day, but you're not going to sit there when there's snow outside eating a piece of watermelon. Common sense. Remember that word? See you in the next video.